There is no sadder sight than a young pessimist. From this quote, we can learn that for Mark Twain, it is tough to see young people not live their life to the fullest because they approach it with a pessimist mindset. Confronted with the daily challenge of our lives, we often fall into this trap, expecting things to fail rather than turn out in our favor. This behavior can limit us from a life fulfilling all our hopes and dreams. Pessimism may give us security, but it also robs us of some of our power at the same time. To overcome or calm a pessimist mindset, even if just a little bit more every day, is challenging. But we should give optimism a chance and strive for our hopes and dreams. Better a broken promise than none at all. A promise made by a reasonable person usually is not intended to be broken from the start, but sometimes we just can't keep them. We may not have the power, or others prevent us from fulfilling them. But even if we can't keep them, committing to promises will make the honest person strive to fulfill them. And eventually, this will do more good than harm to others. Because already the pursuit of making and keeping promises will bring good things to the people you love. The main difference between a cat and a lie is that a cat only has 9 lives. Everyone knows the saying that a cat has 9 lives and therefore will live a long life surviving even the worst situations. From this quote, we can learn that we should be cautious with putting out lies, even the smallest ones, because like cats, they may live longer and therefore do more harm than we can imagine. We may find ourselves in situations where using a lie is convenient or the only solution we see. Sometimes we use lies with good intentions, not to harm the people we love. Then not using a lie may be challenging. But be careful and think twice. Taking the lie back is impossible. And as we have learned from this Mark Twain quote, it may live a very long time. Whenever you find yourself on the side of the majority, it is time to pause and reflect. This quote teaches us to self-reflect on our positions and opinions. We should ask ourselves where we stand compared to the most common and widely accepted ideas and opinions. If you find yourself on the side of the majority, ask yourself if this is what you really believe. We are all influenced by our surroundings. It is hard to stand our ground against the common opinion, as it is easy to adapt and protect since there is little opposition from others. This does not mean that the majority opinion is wrong and we should not align with it, but being aware of where we stand and continuously validating our position through reflection is a healthy process, especially when we find ourselves on the side of the majority. Anger is an acid that can do more harm to the vessel in which it is stored than to anything on which it is poured. This quote reflects on the consequences of anger. We can learn that anger is a powerful force that cuts both ways. Anger in itself, if channeled and controlled well, can be a strong driver for us to achieve our goals. But it can also be a cause of destruction. It is an acid that can harm us. We pour it on to people when we are angry about them, and we want them to feel it. Often we cannot hold back. But be warned, our anger also has a negative effect on us. We are the vessel of this anger, and it may harm us more than others. What a wee little part of a person's life are his acts and his words. His real life is led in his head and is known to none but himself. The words of this quote highlight that people can only see and judge us from the outside. They observe our words and our actions, but our thinking, reasoning, and decision-making are hidden from them. Our inner fights with ourselves, our doubts and struggles, and the pain we walk through remain hidden from everyone else. No one sees our courage, so we should celebrate our successes, even if they happen only on the inside and remain hidden from everyone else. The only way to keep your health is to eat what you don't want, drink what you don't like, and do what you'd rather not. We can use this quote as a daily reminder to resist the mighty temptations of consuming bad food, drinking bad drinks, and only doing the easy things in life. We should at least find a good balance between giving in to those temptations and resisting them, so we can enjoy life but still maintain our health. Courage is resistance to fear, mastery of fear, not absence of fear. We all know people we admire for their courage. It may be famous people that are well known to many, or it may be just people from our private lives that only we got to know. And we wonder and doubt ourselves because, in our own eyes, we are not nearly as courageous. But it is not an absence of fear we see in these people. Be assured, we all fight the same battles against self-doubt and fears. They just found a way to resist fear and master it, to use it as a positive force that pushes them forward. And if we study how they do this, if we learn from them, we eventually can feel fearless as well and be an inspiration to others.